Hello, beautiful humanity. How are you? These last couple of days has been weird for me, and even weirder today. And I have been going through a lot of darkness. It feels weird to say darkness because I do love being in the dark right now. It sounds weird that I love being in the dark, but I actually know who I am. Like, I really know from my core being, my essence, what I am. And that I'm not of this world, I'm in it. And I'm in this freaking awesome, weird, annoying, hectical, and peaceful human journey. It's been a wild ride. My whole life, but this last couple of days and weeks, they are so, like, it feels like our evolution is moving so fast right now. Like, I can feel it in my own being that I am evolving or like expanding pretty fast. So I don't know, how about you? How are you feeling? Like, how are you experiencing this awakening? Because I have come to this place now where I feel safe within my being. Like, I feel safe in my experience, whatever like comes up. I'm not trying to like force things to happen anymore, and I am not so resistant anymore to my experience. Like, I do resist some things, but I'm in my journey of self-discovery as well, and I have my human nature of not wanting to see stuff, or I do see stuff. I do see my darkness, my own darkness, but I'm not always choosing like the highest path. But that is my own learning and my own journey. But I do like to see it. Like, I do love to see the guilt, to see the shame, and to feel the anger that's rising, the blaming and the shame. Like, all of this is just popping up right now. It's like it's unraveling and it's moving so fast now. So I can't do anything more than just to look at it. And I know that I did my video the other day or a week, I don't know, about that, with to stop blaming and shaming each other. And I can tell you, like, when you do really devote yourself to really accelerate your own awakening and self-discovery, when I started to really look at, where am I blaming, where am I shaming, like, where do I still where do I still get angry on people, because I know that's my own perspective and that's my own experience. It's my own feelings. It's not about them. It's about me. And when I started to really look into everything within myself, and I started to really look at every trigger I have, and I own my feelings. I love myself in it. I love my feelings. I love the darkness that has been hidden within me. The darkness that has been feeling guilt and shame and blaming herself and like hating herself and being envy on others and not feeling good enough, not doing like enough, and not like, there are so many stories, and self-doubt and unworthiness and all of this. There have been so many stories, and all of this has been popping up for me lately so much, and I've been really devoted to look at it and to feel it and to see it and to love it. And I really recommend like doing that if you want to feel more free, because when we do devote yourself, when you do devote yourself to heal yourself, or to being whole or feeling whole, like that's the best gift you can give the whole world. Because when you are healing yourself or becoming more whole, and you see that you have always been the one, you have been creating it all, like you have been the one creating it. You have been the one experiencing your world and your perspective. And when we do take ownership of it, like, I have felt so free lately. And I have felt, to even feel free, like freedom is not, it's not about just feeling happy all the time. I believe that, or this is my experience, so this is my perspective, but freedom, I believe that is maybe a unique experience. Like, you have to figure out for yourself, like, what is freedom for you? Because I was looking for freedom in like financial freedom and freedom in more material things. And when I really started to look at it, I saw that I was chasing another kind of feeling of freedom. And of course, it can be free, you can feel free in financial freedom as well. But there is a lot to gain when you do start to build more wealth and prosperity within yourself, like within your being, to come home. Like, if you say, I want to go home, like, how do you feel? Where is home for you? And every time I have been lost, I've been like, "Ugh, I want to go home again." And that placed me right back to myself again, back to my heart, back to the being, to the essence that we all are. And I haven't been experiencing anything else, anything that is so sacred, than to find that place within yourself. Like, when you're detaching from everything, you're detaching from the whole world. And to come into this being, or to feel that freedom, you have to detach from outcomes. You have to detach from who you are, or who you think you are, like identity. And you have to detach from thoughts and beliefs and patterns and everything, to find that core within yourself, to find that. And that being, like the one, that I am, that who you are, is not judging anything. So if you are still judging, that's your darkness to look at. That's the darkness. And there is no, we can't say like, we are light and dark, and of course we are the light, but we aren't good or bad, because that is a very human 3D perspective of looking at things. Like, you are right and I am wrong, and you are wrong and I am right, and those people are good and those are bad. Like, I am the one doing this, so I am the one that is the good one. And that is not the way of expanding ourselves, because then we get very limited and we are still judging. As soon as you say that someone else is doing wrong or are doing something bad, we are still dividing us. And it can take a lot of practice and a lot of learning, and there's a lot of practice to find that stillness and that detachment and that inner being, and to really detach. I have been practicing a lot. And that is the human practicing, like the soul, or the being, the awareness that I am, is always aware. It's always here, but we are so unaware and unconscious. The human, the mind is unconscious. So we do believe like we are in this world and we are trying to navigate it, and that we go in this spiritual seeking journey of finding who am I, who are we, and then you find this place within, like, oh my God, nothing is wrong with me. This is just an experience. This is a journey. This is a journey through life. I'm here learning to be human. I'm self-discovering. And that is exactly what the humanity is going through right now. This evolution in consciousness, like, and some people are going first, like expanding, learning how all of this works. How do we, like, how are our bodies, how does it work, and how do we expand, and what should we do, and how do we learn? And there are so many questions that so many people have. But I believe that the biggest questions for you all is, who do you feel like you are in this world, and who are you still blaming and shaming and guilting and judging? Like, how are we still dividing ourselves and limiting ourselves and put ourselves in these boxes of identity? And why do you still suffer? Like, what is the suffering, or that feeling of suffering, trying to tell you? Like, what is it that you still believe about yourself? What is it that you're still attached to? Because attachments and attached to like outcomes, and we are wishing and longing and yearning for stuff, then that's still a dark place within ourselves, dark place within humanity that is like showing itself right now. And we don't, maybe in an unconscious place, we don't see that as darkness, but it is darkness. Because we believe that we are lacking something. We don't believe that we're whole as we are. We do believe like that our happiness and love is somewhere else than here, than just here. And oh my God, it has been like my eyes have been opening for the first time, but they actually haven't. But I have been like awakened even more than I believed I could these last couple of, I don't know, days, weeks, months, weeks. And how I did it was that I could see that my focus in life was really, I was focusing on the negatives. I was focusing on what I didn't have. And I was struggling and striving so much to have that which I didn't have. So I always felt like I was lacking because I was struggling to have it or to gain it or to find it or something. And the more I struggled, or the more I focused on that which I didn't have, I felt even more sad and lacking. And I didn't feel good enough because I didn't see what I already was, and I didn't see what I already could. I didn't see what I already had. So when I started to like really focusing on what do I have, like how is my life here and now, not where I want to be, not where I have been. Like, where am I today? And why am I still dragging in shit from the past? Maybe you're not allowed to say that, but sorry, YouTube. Sorry. But why am I was asking myself, like, why am I still dragging these things from the past into my now experience? Like, it has nothing to do with my now. And if I want to create something new, to birth out something more expansive and more happiness and love, I have to find that now. I have to be that now. I have to find that within myself and not to chase for it. And to never ever feel good enough. And I had that talk with a client. And she was asking, like, it feels like I will never be good enough. So, and I was asking, like, yeah, but who is asking that? Like, who is telling you that? It's the mind. It's just a mind game. It's not who you are. And she was like, and when will I ever be good enough for that dark place within me? And the answer is, like, never. That dark part will never be good enough. But it is a place within yourself that's saying that you are already that which you seek. And the answer is, you are good enough. And we are learning. We are learning all the time. We're never doing wrong in that perspective. We are learning through contrast. We are making choices every day. And sometimes you see something works and sometimes it's not. Every day is not the same. And your body is making changes, going through changes. And it will not crave the same things maybe as you used to. Maybe you don't want to see the same people as you used to. Maybe you want to change your environment. Maybe you want to do new stuff in your life. Maybe you want to shift your work or change workplace. Maybe you want to do something else instead. Maybe you want to retire. Maybe you want to have a farm of your own. I don't know what you want to do. Play with your kids or have some kids, or I don't know, have a new relationship. But only you will know what that is. So to find that sacred place within yourself, like, try to slow down in your life. Try to be more present, to really look at what you have. Like money, if you have money. And if you don't have money, like, what do you have instead? Like, what do you have within you that is sacred? What is it that still makes you laugh and feel joy? Who do you value in your life? And what do you value in your life? And is it something in your life that you want to do that you're not really letting yourself do or experience? And are you letting your inner child play and sing and dance and create and, like, really living? Try to connect to your inner child, because that is working for a lot of people, to connect with that inner core of just innocence and playfulness, non-judgmental place that just want to have fun and laugh and not be so serious about everything that is going on in life. And to dare to look at the darkness and to really love that part of yourself. because that part needs your love, wants your love to feel whole. That is all, my friends. I love you. Bye.